says who did it. And it wasn't until I got this postcard and looked at the back that I was like, no way. But this painting is simply titled Labunis, which well, from like speaking Spanish, well, this isn't in Spanish, it's in French, but you know, Latin language is the Japanese, 1876, and this is by Claude Monet. When I found out this was Monet, I was pretty, intrigued, mainly because I feel like Monet mainly does, or these like my early memories of seeing Monet pieces, they're mainly like landscapes almost, of like lily pads, his beautiful garden in his home. And I think there's one he did of a painting he did of his wife. It's stunning. And this one's absolutely stunning in person too. When I was in second grade, my teacher really loved these two painters. She liked Monet and Degas. So I was exposed to a lot of art, I guess you could say, at a young age. And I don't regret it. Or I'm glad my teachers exposed me to art. The next one is from another famous painter that I guess most of the people would know. And this one is from Van Gogh, or Van Gogh, depending on how you pronounce it. Pretty sure Van Gogh is actually not the correct way to pronounce it, but that's how most of the world knows him. And this is The Enclosed Field with a Plowman. This one is from the late 1800s, almost 1890. I got to see this one in person and it was absolutely stunning because you could just see the texture up close. I mean, you get kind of up close to them and see them and really appreciate the pieces for what they are. Also, they have such an extensive collection in that museum. Not only do they have like some paintings, obviously coming from here, from like the 1800s, 1700s, they have a lot of ancient artifacts from Egypt, from, Egypt, Greece, China. It's quite impressive. I'm like, wow. Makes me feel so, like, small in a way. And this is another beautiful piece by Monet. And these are simply water lilies. These are from 1905. I also would recommend, if you ever go to Boston, to check out the Museum of Fine Arts. They have a lot of beautiful things to see. I know tickets for, if you are a student in like a school nearby, it's free. If you're like me who's coming out of, I guess, the area, it's $30. But I guess I would say for how much I paid and how much I saw, it's totally worth it. This one's a very simple one. just realized I think I forgot my earrings at my boyfriend's home.